Probably the thing that I like to do is ride mountain bikes. So if I can get out onto the trails around the valley, I love that. It's kind of embarrassing, so I probably shouldn't say, but I was just like popping home for lunch one day. Threw my helmet on, thank God, and I slammed the pavement. Hip, side, elbow, head. And so I just called my wife real quick and I said, maybe you could come get me because I had a crash. And I didn't think I was just gonna kind of take a deep breath and get back on. Right about that time, my wife drove up, so we throw my bike in the back of the van, and on my way out of the parking lot, I'm like passing out, and then I kind of few blocks down the road, I just wake up and my wife's like, Jeremy, Jeremy. And I'm like, what's wrong, Janelle? Are you okay? Because she's all panicked. She's like, you just passed out. So we just went to the ER. That was the kind of thing. They said, what happened? And I said, well, I crashed and I passed out at least 2 times, maybe a third. My heart rate was really low. That was the main thing. Like I was just kind of like feeling tired and lethargic. And the staff was just like, wow, that guy's not looking that good. They're checking my blood pressure, they're checking my pulse. My pulse rate was down like 40 beats a minute or something like that. But they're putting on the jump start kit and giving me chest x-rays and giving me a CT scan for my head and giving me there's some echocardiogram or all these different things, and they're just like, what is going on? Because I'm a generally healthy person, and yet here I was just not coming out of it. So my doctor was on the line with a heart doctor in Yakima, and then they said, well, we better transfer you out of here because they don't have a cardiologist specialist in our hospital, and they thought, if something goes wrong, it's better to have you on site. And by the time I got to the hospital in Yakima, my resting heart rate was around 60 beats a minute, which is normal. And there I was. So I guess that wasn't the end of the journey, but that was kind of that day. I would say if you feel like you need the emergency services, don't hesitate. Like, for one thing, some people I think have this unfair bias against small town hospitals, but our hospital staff is considerate and attentive and professional and knows how to do what they need to do. And I'm so impressed with just the whole system and the fact that people actually care about you at our hospital and you're not just another face that's a patient. And I have felt like that every time any of my family has been there, so I really appreciate that.